Hey everyone, welcome to VBS. We're so excited that you're here. Today we're gonna be going around and asking you guys some questions. So we just asked some fun questions and let's see what you have to say. Here we go. Couple of quick questions for you. Can you say your name into the microphone real quick?
Hayden.
Hayden, and how old are you?
8.
Aiden. I am 9, almost 10.
Ashton.
Sebastian? Rebecca?
Kristen. I got free autographs.
You got free autographs? Are you serious? A couple quick questions for you. Do you think a hot dog is a sandwich?
Kind of.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, it's got 2 pieces of bread and meat in the middle. So what's the difference between that and just a ham sandwich?
I'll pay $15 for more popcorn.
You'll pay $15 for more popcorn?
Yeah.
How much money do you have with you right now?
0.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm really
that's fine.
bored.
It's got like 2 pieces of bread.
It's some meat and some bread. So.
Yeah, so isn't that just a sandwich?
Yeah.
Hey, did you have to do some schooling at home this year?
Yeah, but most of it I didn't actually do.
Okay, so do you think that your dad's a good teacher?
No.
She's not a teacher though.
But has she been like helping you at home doing school and stuff online?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're in quarantine right now, so
You're in quarantine right now?
obviously.
Okay.
Mommy is a pretty good teacher.
Do you think your dad wouldn't be a good teacher?
Well, he would be okay.
He'd be okay. He probably needs some work though, right? Probably not as good as your mom. Is there anything encouraging that you could say to all the people out there right now?
God loves you and stay safe.
You're here first. God loves you and stay safe.
Have fun.
Well, I hope that they have a good quarantine.
That is awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great rest of your day, okay?
Yep.
What's going on, Rugrats? We're here for a great game for you guys today. We got 2 teams. We got Nikki, we got Zane, and on the other team, we got Nick and Matthias. And so in this game, what we're gonna be doing, as you can see, they got some ponchos, $4.99 on Amazon, so if you're interested, that's where you go to get them. But so what we're gonna be doing is these wonderful, beautiful looking gentlemen are gonna be covering their teammates in shaving cream. And what they're gonna do is they have some water guns, super powerful water guns, and they're gonna be spraying them in the face until the whipped cream, the shaving cream, whatever you want it to be, is gone. Let's get started. Y'all ready? Oh yeah. Woo! Yeah. Let's get this started. All right, guys, before you start spraying and praying, I want to let you guys know the loser is going to be drenched in a cold ice bath. But let's get this thing started. 3, 2, 1, go. Get this spraying. Matthias, what do you get the face? You got to get the face all covered. Don't forget about those nostrils now. Get them covered. I don't want them to see anything. They better see just a white napkin that you can find at a kid's birthday party. That's what they're going to be seeing. Yeah, cover that face real well, real well. Keep on going. Keep going. I'm liking it. Get that hair. Yeah, she's doing well. She can't breathe. Hey, Matthias, I think you need to get the ears a little bit. They're a little bare there. Keep it going. Keep it going. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your shaving cream down, folks. All right, now what you guys are gonna do is you're gonna step back here onto the concrete and you're gonna start shooting them down. The first team to get rid of all the shaving cream wins. 3, 2, 1. Shoot them. Come on, you guys can do better than that. Don't you guys play Call of Duty? Come on, keep it going. It's looking good. Oh, Zane with the lead. It's looking like Zane with the lead, getting covered. Nick, I'm tired. Nick is getting sticking to his face. Looks like he has a little bit of humidity with him. Here we go. Zane is just doing great shots. Matthias is still pumping away.
I'm sorry.
This pump action can only be found at Pump and Pantry. Here we go. Zane, you're almost done, almost there. Zane's almost there. Zane and Nikki with the win. Keep going, keep getting the top. You guys are almost there. Keep it going. Make sure to hold your breath. Keep it going. I'm liking what I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, we got a clear victory winner here in Zane and Nikki. Matthias and Nick. Matthias, I don't know what you guys are doing. All right, that was a little disappointing. Zane, you're a pro. Like what we're seeing. But now, guys, I think there's a little bit of punishment. You guys are now in big trouble for losing this game. So let's go ahead and get a little ice bath going. That sound good? All right, congratulations to Nikki and Zane. Great job out there. Now it's time for the losers to get what they deserve, an ice bath. Let's get started. Go ahead and pick up those buckets and just completely drench your opponents.
All right, Matthias.
Sweet. Oh, no!
I'll cover it for you.
Don't worry, Zane's got it. Oh, Nick, right? Matthias just gets off clean. Matthias is the loser and gets the victory.
I got wet a little bit.
Just an unexpected turn of events here. Unreal. Oh, there Matthias is getting some good. There we go. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We're super excited that you guys are here. We'll catch you next time, you little rugrats.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Focus VBS. We're so glad you're here. I don't know about you, but I love to discover new things. I love to focus on things I don't already know so I can find out more about them. I love to focus on new people so I can get to know them too. There are lots of things that we can see that help us figure out what we can't see. For example, if you give me a high five, then I know you're my friend. If I look outside and see a giant thundercloud starting to cover up the sun, then I know it's probably not the best time to jump in the pool or throw the football with my brother. If it's 1,000,000 degrees outside, then I better eat my popsicle fast. If I don't, what'll happen? Right, it'll melt into a puddle. Well, the way we think about God is kind of the same way. We might not be able to see God with our eyes, but we can discover more about Him when we take a closer look, when we put the focus on Him and His amazing plan for our lives. There are things that we can do that can help us focus on God, and that's what we'll get to discover together all week long. I thought we could kick things off today with a fun game called Get in Focus. You're going to see different images come up on the screen here, and they'll get gradually less blurry. So when you can figure out what the picture is of, you shout it out. See if you can be the first to guess. Here's the first slide. Can you start to see what it is? It's something people wear. Maybe you can see it now. Nice job. Let's look at the next one. You may never have used one of these, but I bet you've seen one. Did you guess magnifying glass? Let's try again. If you look through these, you can see a long ways away. It takes both hands. Did you guess binoculars? Great job. This can see way out into space. Astronomers use these. What would you say it is? Yes, you got it before I did. Telescope. Now this one's a little harder. Maybe now you can see it. You can see teeny, tiny things with this. It's a microscope. Good job. Now these, a lot of people wear, and you may never even know it. Did you guess contact lenses? Nice job. That was a fun game, and you guys did really great. Now it's time for one of my favorite things in the entire world, which just happens to be a great way that we can focus on God. Everyone stand up, because it's time for us to sing to God and tell Him how much we love Him.
When my world feels like it's shaking, when my heart feels like it's breaking, walking grace is washing over me and calling me your own, your own. Your light is burning through the shadows. I see the truth, there is nothing to fear. Your word, your way, your promise everlasting. Over and over, I see your hand. Higher than the sky, your love is deeper than the sea. Your grace is washing over me and calling me your own, your own. Your name, a tower in the battle. You are here, we have nothing to fear. Your voice, my river in the desert. Over and over, I see your hand. Higher than the sky, your love is deeper than the sea. Your grace is washing over me and calling me your own, your own.
Yeah, where the love at? Picture these words, that's a Snapchat. Boomerang with the praise in the right back. Man, we higher than the sky, no turn back. If it be our last night, leave it all here. No fear, be clear, this is your year. Let go of anything that isn't God's steer. Visine with a dream, and it's so clear. Yeah, so clear. And you know wherever you go, I'ma stick close, they gon' think we a duo. Bond so tight, hug it out like a sumo. And I never think twice, you the boss of my life, no, you go. And this world not down with us. They can try to limit faith, but it's down to us. Man, love so deep, not a game to us. When the blessing come down, man, the praise go up, yeah.
Higher than the sky, your love is deeper than the sea. Your grace is washing over me and calling me your own, your own. Higher than the sky, your love is deeper than the sea. Your grace is washing over me and calling me your own, your own. We are your own.
Hey Calvary Kids, my name is David Laughlin, and today we're talking a little bit about focus. So let's try an experiment. I want you to take your eyes and focus right here at this red ball. Now, if you do focus on the red ball, you'll notice that something interesting happens, and that is this. As you focus on the red ball, you may start to think that maybe it's not a red ball. Maybe, in fact, it is a yellow ball. Now, here's the thing. I'm an illusionist, which means I like to do a lot of things that sometimes distract your focus, but I'm going to show you how to do this one. You see, this is just a color-changing ball trick. To do it, you actually use a yellow ball and a red ball. Some of you had probably figured that out. So here's what you do ahead of time. You simply take the red ball and the yellow ball and place them inside your hand. Now, nobody should know that you have those two balls inside your hand. So you walk out like this. You have the yellow and the red. Now, you start by saying, I want to show you a trick with a red ball. So you show them the red ball. Make sure they do not see the yellow ball. That means do not accidentally open this hand, because if you do, people will see the yellow ball. You simply say, this is a trick with a red ball. Now here's how the trick works. You simply start by taking the red ball, you place it on top of your hand. Now as you push it down into your hand, really, you've probably guessed by now, all you're doing is reaching up and pulling the yellow ball back out the bottom of your hand. Do not let them see that you still have that red ball, because that would kind of give away the trick. Now, if they happen to guess, or maybe they see both the yellow ball and the red ball, all you need to do is put one aside and say, no, we'll start where we began. I want you to focus on the red ball. This is a trick with a red ball. Now, if you focus enough, you might start to think that that red ball happens to change into a yellow ball. And of course, people still might guess that there is a ball in your other hand, but I have no idea how they would ever know about that green ball. And Yeah, I have no idea what we're supposed to do with the green ball because this is not a trick with a green ball. Remember, this is supposed to be a trick with a red ball. It's supposed to be a red ball trick. See, here's the thing. I love to do these different tricks and illusions, but they remind me that we do sometimes get distracted and lose focus. And instead of paying attention to what we should pay attention to, we focus on other things. Today we are talking a little bit about focus. So I hope you will focus your eyes and pay attention as we look at today's Bible story.
Whoa, this is amazing! Can you see that? Oh, hey there. My name's Kellen, and that was my eyeball. Let's do it one more time. Woo-hoo! Ah, cool, right? Well, God gave us eyes to see, and they're pretty impressive. The eye muscles are the fastest in the body, and while the eye is only an inch across and weighs less than a slice of bread, it has over 2 million working parts and can see millions of colors. Incredible, right? Our Bible story today is from the book of Romans and was written by a guy named the Apostle Paul. Now, Paul was not one of the original 12 disciples of Jesus, but he had a pretty amazing encounter with Jesus that changed his life. So amazing that Paul ended up writing several books in the New Testament, more than any other person. And so in Romans, Paul writes this: "Ever since the world was created, it has been possible to see the qualities of God that are not seen. I'm talking about his eternal power and about the fact he is God. Those things can be seen in what he has made, so people have no excuse for what they do." So what is Paul saying? He's saying, look around. Look at this incredible world. See the incredible things in nature. The ocean, the mountains, how intricate a beautiful and single flower is. Why are these things here? Well, Paul's saying it points to a God who created them. But God's creation doesn't just include nature. Look at your friends and your family, the people that you love and that love you. Where does that love come from? It comes from how you were created. And that fact also points to a God who loves us. Paul is simply saying, stop and take a closer look. And when you do, you'll see the evidence of a God who loves you and loves the world. If we really look for it, we'll be able to see the amazing things about God and the amazing things God is doing in our world. But here's something else I want to look at today. Even though Paul wrote this with only being able to use his eyes, today we're also going to use some tools to help us see things our eyes by themselves can't see. Let's take this telescope for example. Our eyes can only see so far, but when we look through a telescope and bring it into focus, we can see things further out in space. And some scientists have even used bigger and more powerful telescopes to see further and further into space. And here's the thing about space. It's huge. Let me show you what I've been able to see. So, here's us. But here we are in our solar system. Yep. You see that tiny little blue dot? That's us. So that's our solar system. But our solar system is a tiny, tiny thing in our galaxy, the Milky Way. Now, where are we in our galaxy? You gotta figure we're right in the middle, right? Nope. Our solar system, all 8 of our planets in the sun, is like a speck of sand right here. And you're thinking, well, that's gotta be it, right? The galaxy's huge, so huge that I can't even wrap my head around it. But do you know how many more massive galaxies there are in the universe? Maybe a handful? Scientists now believe there are 2 trillion galaxies. When we look up at the stars, it lets us see the traits of a God who is bigger than our imagination. So, now that you and I are maybe feeling a little small, let me show you something else. I have a microscope here, and with super high-powered microscopes, we can see incredible detail of the smallest things. Our body is made up of all kinds of cells and some of the smallest things that can do incredible work that help us walk and talk, eat and think, digest our food, run around, climb trees, and each of those cells has its own job. Here, take a look at this. All right, let's bring this into focus. All right, there we go. What do you guys think those are? I'll give you a hint. Everyone take a deep breath right now. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Those things are called alveoli. Our lungs are made up of tiny air sacs that take oxygen in and carbon dioxide out with every breath. Look how incredible they are. Do you know how many of them are in your lungs? Hundreds of millions. Every breath while you're running in gym class and every breath while you're sleeping. When you take a closer look with a microscope, we can see that even the smallest part of us is created with such detail and care. Our God is so vast, it's mind-boggling. But He also cares about the smallest thing inside each of you. But what else can we see in creation that points us to a God we can't see? Well, we read in Genesis in the creation story that humans were a part of creation. And it says that we were all created in the image of God. That includes me, and that includes you. That means a lot of things, but I think it means that since we were created in God's image, we too can point to God. I'll give you an example. If I saw a building on fire, that would be pretty scary, right? But do you know what else I could see if I took out this pair of binoculars? Whoa, I'd see people. I'd see the firefighters running to put out the fire. Maybe even going inside to save people. When we see people loving others more than themselves, it points to a God who created us to do some pretty amazing things. When we really focus, we have so many things around us that we can see and observe. And even though we can't physically see God, the things we can see point to a God that is here right now working in our lives. As we learn more and more about this world that God has created for us, we can be excited about how much care God gave the world. And that's a reminder that God loves me and God loves you. And that's some pretty good news. Well, I'll see you next time as we take a closer look.
Well, if it isn't the little Rugrats. What? Y'all are looking extra good today. Welcome. It's time for a little game time with Cheese Larvae. We're gonna tickle your brain a little bit today and see how much knowledge you have with a game of trivia. Let's check out question number 1. What book of the Bible is our story from? There's a question mark on the end of that. It's a question. Is it A, 1 John, B, Galatians, C, Acts, or D, the book of Romans? Got it? You think you know it? Do ya? You think you're smart, huh? This little Rugrat thinks he's smart. Let's see if you got the right answer. Let's check it out. Ooh, it's D, Romans. Did you get that right? If you didn't, little Rugrat, you're in trouble. Let me tell you. Let's go on to question number 2. How can we see the power of God? A, in sports. B, in nature. C, in desserts. Or D, in technology. What do you guys think? Huh? You think you got this one? You think you guys are so smart, you little Rugrats? Well, let's see what the answer is. It's B, in nature. Are you in nature? Are you outside right now? Probably not. Anyway, let's move on to question number 3. What tools can we use to help us see the power of God? Is it A, a microscope, B, a periscope, lots of scopes, you see, C, a stethoscope, or D, an endoscope? A lot of big words there, fella. Little Rugrat. You know these words? If you don't, ask your parents. But let's go ahead and see what the answer is. Ooh, A, a microscope. What did you think about that one? Yeah, that's what I thought so too. All right, let's go on to question 4. Where does it say in the Bible that humans, you and I, and Timmy, we're a part of creations? A, Proverbs, B, Revelation, C, Genesis, or D, Psalms? What did you guys think? Huh? You think you got it? Do you have all of them right so far? You Rugrats probably have them all wrong. Let's check it out. C, the book of Genesis, the first book of the Bible. What a great one. What a great story. Let's move on to question 5. What were we created in? A box, like my house. B, a baby factory. C, in God's image. Or D, in a hospital. What do you guys think? This fella right here? A box. Beautiful box. Let's check it out. What's the answer? Ooh, C, in God's image. Something like that. Little Rugrats, thank you guys for joining us. It's been a blast. Love hanging out with you. Until next time, we'll see you guys soon.
One thing I know for sure is that when I see what God has made, it helps me trust God more. Why? Because I can see that He cares about the tiniest details. He's big enough to make our massive universe and give us a beautiful planet to live on, a planet that has oxygen to breathe, water to drink, and isn't burning hot or freezing cold. If the earth were any closer to the sun or further away, we couldn't even live here. We're in the perfect spot, and none of us made it happen. Only God could do that. God thought up eagles and lightning bugs and duck-bill platypuses, or is it platypi? He made strawberries and snow and desserts and beaches. He made redwood trees and Venus flytraps. He made everything we can see. And when we look at all of that, when we put our focus on everything God has made, it helps us remember that we can trust God no matter what. Remember, focus on what you can see. We can discover more about God when we focus on Him, when we take a closer look at who He is and what He's done. One of the best ways we can do that is to look at everything God has made. After all, His amazing creation is all around us. Our memory verse for this week is from the Bible book Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 2. Do you think we can memorize it? Read it with me and work on it this week. Let us keep looking to Jesus. He is the one who started this journey of faith, and He is the one who completes the journey of faith. That's so good. Even when life is tough or confusing, we can keep our focus on Jesus and remember all He did for us. I've had so much fun with you today. I'll see you right back here tomorrow as we look at more awesome ways we can focus on God together.